Hi everyone, Abby here. And welcome back to my channel for Tech Tuesday, or welcome if you're new. Now today I'm going to be comparing the new Garmin Venu 4 to the also pretty new Garmin Vivoactive 6. Now this is a video requested by many of you, and today I'm going to be going over the major differences between both of these smartwatches so you can see which one's best for you, and I'm going to let you guys know which one I prefer as well. And I have done full individual reviews on both of these smartwatches, so if you're looking for something more in-depth, more of a deep dive review, you can check out my full reviews on both of these smartwatches, which are linked in the description below for you to check out when you're done watching this. Now, before I jump into the spec differences, I'm going to go over the similarities so you guys can get an idea of what these smartwatches have in common. So both of these smartwatches do have an AMOLED color display. They both have 2 buttons and are touchscreen operated. Both of these smartwatches can track your sleep, they have nap detection, they can both track a variety of workouts and activities for you. They both have built-in GPS, women's health, they can track your steps, your calories burned, your distance walked, your active minutes, music storage, and download capability. And on both of these you can listen to your music on the go, phone-free, using just Bluetooth headphones. Both these smartwatches will give you your smartphone notifications. They both have Garmin Pay, body battery. They both do have Garmin's new operating system, and I've gone ahead and listed some more similarities on screen for you. Now, getting into the differences, the first difference would be the price. So the Garmin Vivoactive 6 is actually on sale right now as of recording, and it goes for $349.99 Canadian and $249.99 American. And the regular price is definitely higher, which I'll throw on screen for you. Now when it comes to the Venu 4, this one is not on sale. The regular price is $769.99 Canadian and $549.99 American. So there's definitely a pretty big price difference between these. I will say the Vivoactive 4 does have a lot more features for the additional price there. Vivoactive 6, even though it's already cheaper, it does go on sale more often, so you have a better chance of catching it at a good price. And if you're finding this video helpful so far, please go ahead and smash that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. Now, as I mentioned, they both do have an AMOLED color display, but they do differ in terms of the size of the casing here, as well as in the size of the band, with the Venu 4 being a bit more compact, having a slimmer band and smaller case size, but they both have the exact same 1.2-inch displays. Venu 4 is a 41mm smartwatch. I do have that version here, and the Vivoactive 6 is a bit larger at 42mm. The Venu 4 does have an all-metal casing and buttons, and the Vivoactive 6 has a polymer casing and plastic buttons here. There's also a weight difference as well. From the all-metal casing, the Venu 4 is heavier than the Vivoactive 6, and I'll throw the weight on screen for you. It's not a huge difference here, but it is one that I did want to mention. Now, I think they both look pretty good as smartwatches. Another difference with the design is they do come in different color options. Now, I have the Vivoactive 6 in the color Metallic Pink Dawn, and I have the Garmin Venu 4 in the color Periwinkle Silver. But they both do come out in a variety of color options. And unfortunately, it doesn't look super purple as it does from Garmin's advertisements. It's a bit more blue in person, where the Vivoactive 6 looks very accurate to how it was demonstrated online. Now, when it comes to the activity tracking between both of these smartwatches, there is a bit of a difference here. First, the Venu 4 does have a barometric altimeter sensor that actually really helps you when you're outdoors doing your outdoor workouts, like a GPS walk or run or bike ride, for example, because you can get your altitude data there. It also does make your step tracking and your rep tracking a bit more accurate. And the Venu 4 also does have your floors climbed because of that sensor. The Venu 4 also does have daily suggested workout. You can choose from a variety of workouts, such as like a cardio workout, a run workout, a walk workout, and they kind of just base it on your target heart range that you are trying to hit for that workout. So it's a bit of a variety there of things you can choose. In comparison, the Vivoactive 6 doesn't have that sensor that I mentioned, so it's not as accurate for your outdoor GPS activities there, but it does have suggested daily walks, which could be helpful for you. You're basing that on typically a time. Another thing about the activity tracking is the Venu 4 does track a lot more workouts than the Vivoactive 6 does. And it also even tracks a lot more running features. So while it's not really like marketed as a running watch, it tracks even more than the Vivoactive, which kind of has more marketing towards running. So it is pretty interesting there. So if you're a runner, it could even be more beneficial for you to go with the Venu. And I've listed some of those additions on screen for you. Now, when it comes to activity tracking, I think they both do a great job. If you look at the metrics after you do a workout, they differ between no more than 5%. And I do think that the Venu 4 is a bit more accurate, and that's probably because of the new heart rate sensor that you have in there and the barometric altimeter that you have in there as well when you're considering your outdoor workouts. But they both are very customizable when it comes to your workout. You can adjust the data screens there. And when it comes to the data there, you see very similar results when it comes to your heart rate, when it comes to your steps, your estimated sweat loss, and other metrics there. They differ between no more than 5% in my experience. The only thing I think that the Venu 4 is a lot more accurate in is the calories burned. I do think that the Vivoactive 6 does overestimate that, while I think the Venu 4 is quite accurate when it does come to calories burned. Vivoactive 6 does have Garmin's older Elevate 4 heart rate sensor, where the Venu 4 has Garmin's newest Elevate 5 heart rate sensor, the most accurate heart rate sensor from Garmin right now. And it also comes with things like, being able to do ECG, EKG sensor. So you are gonna get more accurate results when you are working out and just at rest in general. Now, the Elevate 4 is not bad by any means, but you're just not getting that same level of accuracy. I'd say it's around like 90 to 95% as accurate. Still really good. And that's one reason for, that big price bump up there is that we have the new heart rate sensor in the Venu 4. When it comes to battery life between both these smartwatches, that's another thing that does differ. Now, the Garmin Vivoactive 6 has a quoted battery life up to 11 days on a single charge, where the Garmin Venu 4 has a quoted battery life up to 10 days on a single charge. Now, with my usage, I did get lower than that. For the Vivoactive 6, I got on average 7 to 8 days of battery life, and for the Venu 4, I got on average 6 to 7 days of battery life. Now, with the Vivoactive 6, I get about on average an extra day, which is great, an extra day of no charging needed. But I'll say overall, both of these are very good, and I only really have to charge once a week for both of these smartwatches, so definitely I think usable for most people. Alright guys, now I'm going to talk about some even more spec differences for you with the Venu 4, so you guys get an idea of why there is a price increase there. So the Venu 4 does have a speaker and mic built into it. So you're getting, that voice and you're getting that sound functionality. And with that speaker and mic, you do have the ability to do Bluetooth calling on there. So you can take and place calls directly from your smartwatch when your phone is within Bluetooth range. And you can also use voice assistant on there. Now you can use Google Assistant, Siri, you can also use Bixby. Another feature the Venu 4 has is a built-in flashlight. So this would be really handy if you're outdoors and like hiking, for example, in like more dark conditions. Get around the house at nighttime, go to the bathroom or something, and just have a little light on your wrist instead of turning on your lights. Definitely handy. The Venu 4 does have skin temperature readings, so it makes the women's health data and predictions and all that more accurate because they can take into account your temperature. Another new addition on the Venu 4 is it does have lifestyle logging, which is a chance for you to log different lifestyle events and goals that you were trying to reach. That could be something helpful for you just to kind of check things off that you've done. And if you're a type of person who does like lists and checking things off, definitely can help you feel more productive. Those are some extra differences where the Garmin Venu 4 has compared to the Vivoactive 6, which does not have any of that. Whether or not you think those are worth it, definitely something that you are going to need to decide. Now, when it comes to me and which one I prefer, I would go with the Garmin Venu 4. Now, I do like that the Venu 4, the design looks a bit more sleek in my opinion. I do like that it does come with the newer heart rate sensor because I feel like Garmin should not be putting the older sensor in their new smartwatches anymore. I think it's just a cheap move on their end. And also, I do like to have the Bluetooth calling feature. It's something that I didn't really use that much in the past, but something that I'm using more, nowadays. But I definitely think the Vivoactive 6 could be a great option for you, especially if you're someone who's looking for something more affordable and you don't need all of the new stuff. You want something that's lightweight and you do not need to have a barometric altimeter. You're just fine with tracking your basic metrics like your walking, your running, your activities, your sleep, and more. Then I think the Vivoactive 6 could be a great option for you. Now I've shared with you guys my opinion on which smartwatch I prefer. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below which one would you choose, the Venu 4 or the Vivoactive 6. And if you own either of these, let me know your experience with them. And if you guys are looking to pick up either of these smartwatches today, I've gone ahead and left a link down in the description for you to use. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.